Now, from the nation's capital, here's the Pentagon Channel's ATS in brief.
It's one thing to jump out of a perfectly good airplane. It takes a special kind of mind to want to jump off a perfectly good bridge. The New River Gorge Bridge in West Virginia is 876 feet above the river. Plenty of room to pull a ripcord. This past Saturday was Bridge Day, the largest base jumping event in the world, and military parachutists were among those taking a dive off the bridge.
Something fun to do. I've been doing skydiving for about 5 years now. I've done about 700 jumps. Finally taking the plunge off a bridge.
876 feet is enough room to stack the Washington Monument on top of the Statue of Liberty, but it's only 8 seconds down without a parachute. That gives even the best skydivers only 3 or 4 seconds to open their chutes. It was the deadliest day in Marine Corps history since the Battle of Iwo Jima. The bombing of the U.S. Marine Corps barracks in Beirut, Lebanon killed 241 Marines in October of 1983. Most of the casualties were from Camp Lejeune, and the local community there still remembers that fateful day. It was the 20th time the city of Jacksonville, North Carolina was keeping a promise to never forget those lost in the Beirut bombing on October 23, 1983.
We respect their sacrifice. We continue to celebrate their bravery, and we'll always be here. We'll always be in remembrance of that day.
You can see more on the Beirut bombing remembrances on Around the Services at PentagonChannel.mil.
Around the Services, weekdays on the Pentagon Channel.
Iraqi Special Forces conducted a raid Wednesday in the Baghdad suburb of Sadr City. U.S. military leaders say the Iraqi troops were searching for a top illegal armed group commander. The Iraqis came under fire and requested support from coalition aircraft, which used precision gunfire to eliminate the enemy threat. There's no word yet on whether the suspect was captured. The raid comes after senior U.S. military officials in Washington and Iraq said Iraqi troops are getting closer to taking on their own security responsibilities.
From what we can see right now, it makes sense that at this time next year, a little bit later, that for the most part, the Iraqi security forces can be in the lead and we can be there supporting them.
General Pace says having a window with a target date for attaining goals is a good way to move forward in Iraq. Moving from one service to another just got a bit more interesting, $7,500 more interesting, that is. It's one of the new items in the 2007 National Defense Authorization Act. The increase in the incentive bonus for transferring between armed forces became effective October 1st of this year. The Coast Guard recently came to the rescue of an injured worker on board a ship in Texas. A watchstander at Coast Guard Sector Houston-Galveston got the call Thursday. A crew member aboard the Eagle Cateris had been severely burned by hot oil while working on a settling tank. The ship was about 34 miles south of Galveston. Coast Guard Air Station Houston sent out a helicopter to rescue the 24-year-old victim. He was flown to the hospital where he was treated for burns to his neck, an arm, leg, and chest. About 150 members of the Indiana National Guard got a huge welcome home this weekend in Indianapolis. The soldiers are in the 163rd Field Artillery Unit based in Evansville. The unit had been in Iraq for a year. Some of the troops say their time overseas was rough, but changed them for the better.
I was extremely ambitious when we went over there. I thought we could change the world in a day, and it's you got to do it brick by brick, piece by piece, and it's going to take a while.
Probably my best day in Iraq is right when I got on a C-17 and flew south to Kuwait. That's the best day.
I love it. I'll cherish every day from now on. I mean, you're over there, and it sucks, but I mean, it gives you a lot of insight to what you have.
Leaders with the 163rd say no soldiers in the unit were killed in Iraq and only 3 were wounded.
Find out how you can watch the Pentagon Channel where you live. Contact your local cable provider.
TSP share prices for Wednesday, October 25th opened at $11.61 for the G Fund, $10.96 for the F Fund, $15.17 for the C Fund, $17.98 for the S Fund, and $20.74 for the I Fund. For the Pentagon Channel, I'm Air Force Sergeant Ed Cook.